What's up, everybody? Your boy P. Welsh here. We're doing UFC Flyweight Division Preview 2025. Welcome back. Excited to be here. Just going to do a ranking breakdown, some matchups, and the prospects I like here. Got the overall record of plus 101 from last year. Starting off with the Flyweight champ, Alejandro Pantoja. Number one contender, Roval. 2, Moreno. 3, Albazi. 4, Cara France. 5, Tatso Taira. 6, Kape. 7, Alex Perez. 8, Almabayev. 9, ranked Ursig. 10, ranked Elliott. 11, Ulanbekov. 12, Johnson. 13, Silva. 14, Asukora. 15, Van. I think at the end of the year, it's probably going to be Pantoja, but man, this division is up in the air. There's a lot of young, talented fighters in the flyweight division, and I think some have some finishing potential to move up through the ranks and get some exciting chances at Pantoja. Dude, that knee he took against Asukora 15 minutes into the fight, it's such an incredible. It's like this guy's a stud, man. He might be one of the best flyweight champions we've ever seen. My guy's got an absolute chin on him. I don't know who's going to take him out. His grappling is top level. And I don't think anybody touches Pantoja this year. Maybe next year a little bit. I think he'll end up being 37 next year. Let me take a look at his age. But he's 34 right now. So he'll be 35 in April. And, I still think he's got a good run in there. I think it could be a while before he loses. The guys at the top, it's like, who's going to get the next title chance? I really want to see Cara France get that title shot versus Pantoja. They haven't fought. He knocked out Ursig, who gave Pantoja a run for his money. So that being said, I really think that, we got, and then, we can move into some matchups that we got. We got Roval versus Manel Kopp. That should be really exciting. Scheduled for March 1st fight night. So number one contender versus Kopp, who's arguably one of the top gems. He lost to Makayev, but I mean, still nothing has stopped his talent and his ability in that flyweight division. Weight's always going to be a question with him, especially making that championship weight. When the time comes to even defend the belt. We'll see what happens when we cross that bridge and get there. But he's got a great chance against Roval, who's a dog. I mean, that should be a great fight. But the UFC, Roval wants to stop him. That should be a great fight. I'm excited for that one of the best ones. And that's what I'm really interested to see what the flyweight division matchups look like this year. Because are they going to feed some guys like, some veterans like Ursig, Perez? Are they going to be getting top contenders? Almabayev's in there. He's a beast. Ulanbekov's scheduled to fight Clayton Carpenter, one of the top contenders in there. I think Bruno Silva is going to be out of the rankings. I'm a big fan of Charles Johnson and Josh Van. I think they're both elite strikers in the flyweight division, and they got decent enough defense. Let's see if they get matched up. Again, who do they get matched up with? Do they get matched up? I mean, Johnson knocked out Van. I don't know if Van wants that back right away. I imagine he should, but, I wonder if Van could really outstrike one of these wrestlers. Same with Johnson as they move up in the rankings, right? I'm really fascinated to see what other matchups they have. No other big besides Tariq Ulanbekov. No other ranked scheduled. We got Lazy Boy Rodriguez and Borjas fighting, and then one of my guy Aguilar. So we got some prospects with some scheduled fights for the flyweight. So a lot of possibilities to be made. We have Moreno coming off a big decision win against Albazi, coming off a loss. Who do they give Albazi to? Do they? Honestly, because there seems like there's a couple. Alex Perez. I don't want to say he's he's meat, but he got hurt, so he's not really fighting anytime soon either. So that ranking's kind of on pause and doesn't even exist in a way, right? Tim Elliott probably a little long in the tooth, not in the best run of form either. Who's he going to get matched up with? There's so many guys below not ranked that are very, I think, capable of finishing some guys that are ranked. And I don't know, are they going to put ranked guys up against one another? Are the matchups they can make too? There's a lot of, comparable styles, mirror matchups versus clashes. Man, it should be an exciting year for the flyweight division. I don't think many people ever really said that too. Albazi's going to rebound. Like I said, I think Cara France should get the first title shot of the year for the flyweight. I think you'll then have Kopp Royval winner from April on, recovery time. You're thinking maybe International Fight Week after that, September, July, October, September, July, August, October, September, something like that. 7, 8, 9 for Pantoja. I think he'll get one in March maybe. So right around that time with Kape and Royval. Perez, and then Almabayev. Who's he going to get matched up with? Is he going to get against France? I mean, I think France is looking up in the rankings, not down. I really believe that. I think he should get that opportunity. So you got Almabayev. Who does he fight? Who's going to get matched up against Tim Elliott? Ulanbekov. He's got that matchup. He's looking solidified in there to get up there. Tyro's recovering from his loss. They give him Charles Johnson. That'd be a fun matchup. I think there's so many possibilities there. And then Josh Van Kranken in the rankings at the end of the year should be exciting. Let's go over. And then you got Makayev not even in the division, even though they have him on the UFC page. So we're just gonna stay looking at the rankings here. I'm gonna talk about some of the prospects I like. Besides that, first one on my list, I got Jesus Aguilar. I don't know. I just feel like he's a very solid fighter. Nothing too crazy, on a good run of form, 4-1, some sub victories. He's got a scheduled bout February 15th against Rafael Estevam. And I don't know. I think Aguilar, I don't think he's really been challenged that much. I don't know if he's necessarily a super big prospect. He is 28 years old, but he's somebody I think can be definitely hard to handle, especially at the lower levels of the flyweight divisions. I think he does have a good matchup, and I think he can get some more wins this year. Depending on, again, I think he's gonna get. I think he's live to get this first one here in February against his first matchup, and let's see who he gets after that. I like Jesus Aguilar to kind of step it up a little there. Carpenter's fighting Ulanbekov. Next up, we got Alessandro Costa, man. Brazilian freaking hammer fist, dude. He throws absolute haymakers, has knockout ability. Also has another chance, depending on who he gets matched up with, to really make, or have a good season, another good year. Decision loss to Urseg, KO loss to Albazi, nothing to shame about. That was 2 years ago. He's matured a lot. I think he shows a lot. Coming off a KO win against Borjas. I think Alessandro Costa is a prospect to look out for. I'm really interested to see how they do these non-ranked guys versus these non-ranked guys, and the ranked guys versus the ranked guys, because there's another guy that's pretty close up there, Hafez Filio. I think a grappler extraordinaire, man. Had Makayev to the limit with his leg over his head. Makayev just toughed it out, and he blew the gas tank, and Filio faded in the freaking end of the third. But if you didn't have that, my guy's on a super big run of form. Expert grappler. Finished Ode Osborne, finished Danny Barres. Like I said, he was finishing Makayev, right? Makayev came back and won. That was a exceptional fight when I first started watching for grappling. And I thought I thought way higher of him after that. I don't know. I think he really hurt his knee in that fight, and he's not been the same. I think that's something that we need to talk about. Could probably have a whole video done. My guy Makayev, since he got that finish against Hafez Filio, has not been the same. Let's actually go. So that's Alessandro Costa. Like I said, he's been on a run. Borjas lost to Urseg, KO Jimmy Flick, who's a grappler. But like I said, I think he could have that advantage with the hands and knock somebody out. After that, Lauren Kavanaugh, he bust on the scene late last year. I think he's got great upside and potential. I saw a rumored fight for him coming up soon, I wanted to say. I can't confirm or deny. But I think Lauren Kavanaugh, Andre Lima, another fighter we saw go 2-0 last year. Can he keep the run alive? Can he continue to? He impresses in the fact that he's won, but he got bit and he won by a decision. He's got to make weight, and he didn't make weight in the decision. So let's see what he can actually do. This is the fight that I was talking about, Filio Makayev, late sub. Filio, I think, really changed Makayev there. Andre Lima, he's going to get there. And then a couple other prospects. I like Asmat Mascom. He lost to Johnson, but still he should be considered a high-level prospect. There's our guy, Andre Lima. Asmat Mascom, I think he's got a solid game. He just got outstruck by Johnson. There's just levels to this, and I think he was relatively young. It was a 2-1. Johnson looked really good. I think it gave him a lot of confidence. This guy's not the best striker. He's got a lot to learn. But I really think, 28 years old, he's got a great chance too. And then after Mascom, the last guy is Razmanov Temerov. Let's see if he's done. 11-2, coming off a knockout win against Temerov right here, bro. Big knockout win against CJ Vergara like a month or two ago. Big upside. Again, we'll see who he gets matched up with. You know, a knockout against Vergara is a big feather in the cap. 18-2 flyweight, 10 first-round finishes. We're throwing a hammer fist. Bro, put him against Costa. So many matchups, I believe, flyweight division. I think there's so many possibilities to really make. Going in there, with the rankings, I could see some guys coming out at the end of the year. Bruno Silva, Tim Elliott, Alex Perez. Guys making way into the division. I am kind of putting Temerov in there. I'm going to put Alessandro Costa. And I'll probably put, I don't know, man. Depends on who the matchups get. I can do Filio or, well, I'm going to put Filio up there because I think if with a big finish win on his resume, he could get something up there. Van's poised for a good year. Let's see who he gets matched up against. Like Van Amabayev would be a banger. So I'm interested to see how this shakes out, how this, division. There's a lot of really good fighters. I really think there's 20 to 25 really solid fighters in this flyweight division now. And it's going to be shown in about a year or two. We're going to get some of these matchups made. I don't think these guys will sustain mega amounts of damage. And I think there's, like, as long as a lot of them can keep making weight, I mean, look at them. Like I said, there's only 3 there, and I can put another 5 to 7 guys in my top 15 ranked that I really feel confident about. And then if you also think about guys like Makayev not in the organization, Asukora is just making his debut. Like, these guys are only going to get better, too. And there's plenty of other fighters and other promotions that are still doing well that, Felipe Dos Anjos, I didn't even mention, Lazy Boy Rodriguez. So there's when he's got I think Lazy Boy's got a fight against somebody. Let me take a look at that. Against Kevin Borjas, March 29th. So that's a really good matchup for Lazy Boy there against Borjas. A guy known to take some L's here and there, been KO'd, so looking for that possibility. So I think Lazy Boy, again, somebody to look out for. He's got that personality, he's got that big smile. So a lot of guys, 25 ranking and up, that could really make a name, have some incredible matchups, and depending on what the UFC wants to do with one another, really give us some spicy stuff to go on moving forward. If I'm having to do it, like I said, I'm going to knock the 3 boys out, but man, top prospects, freaking Alessandro Costa, Rafa Filio, Azmat Mascom, Razmanov Temerov, Laurent Kavanaugh, Lazy Boy Rodriguez, Andre Lima, Kai Asukora. I mean, Charles Johnson, I've been high on Charles Johnson, but like guys that I can see making that same type of run, making taking the places that, like the runs that Van and Johnson made and Almabayev made last year. I think there's another crop of flyweights that are going to make that same jump there. I'm really excited. This should be one of the best divisions in the calendar year 2025. I don't think the title changes hands. If it does, I'm not predicting it, but I can definitely see it happen. Pantoja has been pushed to the limit a few times. Urseg, Royval had him, I believe, split decision. I'm pretty sure he handled Moreno. It was unanimous, but I think it was 3-2. So even like that's the thing about freaking Pantoja. He can just out cardio you for the first 15 minutes and just hold on in a way too. So I do think that's where he's susceptible. Somebody catching him 4 or 5 late with some hands, depending on if they got a gas tank, whatever. But all things considered, man, I see my guy getting a couple more rubies, a couple more paychecks, dude. The way he handled Asukora in 2 rounds. I did take some damage, bro. He got hit hard. It's incredible how hard he got hit by Asukora. First with that flying knee, and then he got punched pretty good in the face, if you actually saw that. So I don't think many guys take those punches. I think Asukora is going to be a beast, too. I want to see who they give him next. I think Asukora, Johnson, but I said there, I got like big 3 going out. Bruno Silva, Tim Elliott. Alex Perez is hurt. I don't really think he deserves a ranking at this point when there's so many killers in the division. And I want to see who they fight with. Mascom, Filio, Temerov. Boy, oh boy, exciting division. Probably thinking 2 to 3 defenses for Pantoja. That's pretty much what he's kind of status quo'd at, right? Usually about 2 per year. So I think he'll get 2 in this year too. I'll go Kai Kara France, one matchup, and then it's tough to see anybody, but I think the first title defense, the first one we're gonna see is Pantoja versus Kai Kara France. I don't think he wants to fight Moreno again. I think that would be what they're. How many times have they fought? I'm gonna take a look at that quick before we exit, before I finish up. We're trying to. Video's not as long as I expected it to be. I read out all the matchups. I was thinking it was probably be more like a fight breakdown video, but without too many matchups, we have some dates there we solidified. I believe they fought twice, yeah. So I don't think they'll fight Pantoja Moreno 3. I really want to see Kai Kara France and Pantoja. Then I think you can run a bunch of then you'll have Royval versus Kape as a rematch somewhere, right? Pantoja even beat Kape. I'm not even sure he really wants to fight that again. So I really think Kai Kara France and then maybe a young guy, Almabayev, any of these guys making a big knockout anywhere in there. I think Almabayev might get a title shot this year too. He could be a sneaky upset champ by the end of the year. If I think there's like a dark horse, some guy that might get a deserving champ that could probably maybe gas Pantoja in a way, but I don't know if he can handle the striking. I don't think he can do the damage realistically to hurt Pantoja the way that he needs to be hurt. I think he does have the wrestling and the grappling, but it'd be more of like a stalemate decision for Almabayev. Dark horse, Almabayev, champ. Even Kape's got a chance. He's got the hands definitely to get it done. He's probably, probably more of a favorite to get the belt than Almabayev. It'd be interesting that Royval, Monel Kape fight is definitely a title eliminator for the most part. And I that's scheduled March 1st, so I really think they'll get another title fight around then. Would Pantoja defend the 7th, right? He defended December 7th, so I expect about a 4-month turnaround. He didn't get KO'd. Looked pretty good. Under 10 minutes of fight time. He's the man, dude. I love him. He's a great fighter, a great example. I root for him all the time. Alejandro Pantoja. He's gonna be challenged twice. 2 big challenges. 2 worthy contenders. I could see him doing Kai Kara. He might wait too. I wonder if he'll wait, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm excited to see the matchups. We'll bring you week-to-week videos as they come out. I'm gonna try and keep recording these divisions. I'm going to do all the men's divisions and try and get them out here each day leading up to the first event, the Mackenzie How You Durin event. But this is the flyweight predictions. I got Champ Pantoja, 3 rankers out, guys in, and some great matchups. Look forward to it. Some big streaks. I'm happy to be back. Good to get the recording juices going again. I appreciate anybody that's been supporting, watching the videos. If you're here at the end, thank you so much. Drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment of your favorite fighter. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your friends and your family. Peace and love.